I always like to do a silly question too. If you could be any ocean creature, what would you be and why?
Yeah, I like this question. I don't know, like, first of all, like aesthetically, I thought of the narwhal because they just look really cool.
Yeah.
But then I've what's been amazing is so the original first kind of obviously since I've been here, I've developed other projects with other scientists, but the scientist I have the most strongest relationship with is Dr. Ilse van op Zeeland, and she's an acoustic scientist. And the first time I heard the vocalizations of the Ross seal, the Weddell seal, a lot of the vocalizations of the seals are, I can send you clips if you haven't heard them already, but they're just incredible. They just sound like sci-fi laser guns. It's just incredible. So, yeah, the Ross and Weddell seals, the kind of vocalizations that they make are just beautiful. And yeah, so I definitely love the seals make incredible noises under the ocean. And yeah, I like even the minke whale. Its call sounds like a techno, like a kick drum.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely made given me a new appreciation for certain mammals and stuff. Just hearing their vocalizations and how they travel kilometers, hundreds of kilometers, some of them. So yeah, I'd say narwhal because of its aesthetics, because it's definitely interesting, and then maybe the Ross and Weddell seals because their vocalizations are just incredible.
Yeah. I know. When we were talking
What
about,
about you?
I don't know. I go back and forth. At first, I thought, oh, octopus would be great, but then I like eating octopus. I know that is very conflicting. I feel very bad every time I eat one.
Me too.
They're just too tasty.
They are very good. Same with fish.
And then I don't think this is my favorite animal, but I have this weird connection fascination to anglerfish. You know,
Oh,
anglerfish,
okay.
anglerfish, the
I'll have to do.
anglerfish that we think of with the light, they're all females. Um,
Okay.
um,
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah, they they're
Okay.
a deep sea creature. When the movie Luca came out and the anglerfish was an uncle, I was so upset. I was like, it should have been an aunt. Um,
Oh,
so
wow. They're terrifying.
yeah, but they're kind of cool too. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think between octopus and anglerfish, I might have to go for anglerfish, even though they, live in a very hostile environments and never get to see other fish or creatures very often. I think they're still kind of, majestic.
Oh, they were. I knew what they were, but I didn't know that was the name for it. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah. I actually was able to hold one
Oh, wow.
a while ago. Yeah, and I was
Dead.
yeah. So
Okay.
I visited the Natural History Museum in London, and it just so happened
Oh,
that
yeah.
I connected with the fish curator there. And he was
Oh,
like,
cool.
oh, yeah, just come by and visit. And I thought, oh, we're just going to go see the museum, right? And he was like, no, 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 I'm going to bring you back into the fish tank. And it's a room that has
Oh,
all
wow.
the specimens where scientists go and like they have to like anytime there's a new species, they have to check to make sure that it hasn't been logged before. And because the way if I understand this correctly, scientific fish naming works, it's like a mess. And so they have to make sure that before they go in and say it's a new species, they have to check, I guess, archives to make sure that whatever is on record is really not there. And so there's species and jars in there from like, oh my gosh, what's the evolution guy's name?
Darwin?
Yes, thank you. There are species collected by Darwin with his signature and stuff, which is kind of
Oh,
cool.
wow.
Yeah, and so I was already like, "Oh my God, this is amazing!" And he turns around and he was like, "Would you like to hold one?" And I was like, "What?" Yes. And so he was like, "Put the special gloves, and we're gonna do this and that." And so he had a football anglerfish, which a lot of
Oh,
anglerfish tend
wow.
to be small, but this one was, like the size of a football, and it was like
Wow.
very leathery with some dots in it. And so and it was like heavy too. I mean, pretty substantial. And I was like, wow, this is like amazing. And uh, yeah, he showed me a tiny little one too, just to kind of like see the different like size comparison just that exists in the anglerfish that can be different sizes and different things. And it was like really incredible. I was like, I can die happy now. And he was like, please don't. Don't.
How old was it? Like the anglerfish? How long had it been in
Oh
the
my God.
archive?
I don't remember exactly, but it was like, long. I mean,
Oh,
there
okay.
were, yeah, they were like fish there that there was a giant squid that was housed there that its tank was like the length of the entire room. Like
Oh, wow.
I've read about like the you know you read about the size of like giant squid in the ocean, and I mean I'm a
Yeah.
visual person, so I'll be like, oh yeah, that sounds big, a bus, but the length of a bus, okay. But then when you actually get to like see it, you're like, okay, this is like big. This creature is huge
Wow.
in traveling around the ocean in its depths. So yeah, it was incredible just to kind of really get a physicality of like creatures that travel all around the world. They don't just stay in one section, right? Like they travel throughout all the oceans. So yeah, that was like pretty wild. Thank you so much for doing the interview, sir.
No, thank you very much for asking.